Perhaps you remember me from my days on CNN. Well, today we're going to talk about beauty, inside and out, and more specifically, Sally Van Sweringen's new book, It's Not Over Yet. You know, when I was growing up, I remember a lot of the moms looked a lot like Mrs. Doubtfire. They were in their 30s or 40s, you know. Boy, have times changed.
Absolutely.
Women today in their 40s and 50s, well, we're setting a mark, aren't we? We're role models and examples of how to reclaim your beauty power, even of women of a certain age. Sally, you had an aha moment that you decided, I've got to write a book about It's Not Over Yet. What was that moment? Was it a bank or something?
It was the life-changing moment. In the bank, I had my daughter, she was just 2 years old at the time, and I had the mom look. I had the big baggy dress and the sunglasses trying to escape the glare of anyone looking at me. And I was basically invisible. And a woman in line next to me, more mature than I, she said to me, "So what do you do?" And I said, "Oh, I'm a stylist. I do makeup, studio work." And I was all proud. She said, "Really?"
What was she trying to say?
So when I went out to the car, I looked at myself in the mirror and holding my little baby girl, and I thought, wow, I really have become invisible.
Wow. That was your aha moment.
That was it.
Anybody else can relate? You know, it seems like when you look your worst, you know, you don't want anyone to see you. That's when you run into everybody you know.
Totally.
When you walk out of the salon, your hair looks all beautiful, you never see anybody you know.
That's for sure. That's true.
Is that true?
That's true.
But can you relate to walking around in sweatpants or, you know, hoping nobody sees you and you just, you know what, when you look like that, you feel like that.
One day I look at myself in the mirrors and then I look at my closet like you said in your book, and I realized that only thing I owned was t-shirts, loose t-shirts and shorts. That day I ran to the store and I spent a few $100s in just changing completely my
Change it up.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Because I let myself go, like you said, baby, you know. It's more comfortable, you don't realize, you just go, you have to carry the backpack and you carry it, so.
Janet, have you ever had an experience like that?
The only time I did have a little bit of an experience like that, I'm from the East Coast, and maybe like Peru, and I also grew up with a mom who was very conscientious about putting yourself together and always being, you know, on when you're out in public, because you never know who you're going to bump into. So my mother was worked in New York and was in the industry, the fashion industry, and then also she worked on Wall Street. So she was always put together. So that was something that was ingrained into my head. When I moved to California, I felt a little too formal. So I started letting it go a little bit and, you know, putting the sweatpants on. It didn't last for long. I didn't feel right. I didn't feel, because I felt like once I did that, and I did, especially if I went to the gym, and you know how you stay in your gym clothes all day, I stopped that.
No, going
You know, if I interrupt for a minute, I talked to Jenny. We had a nice conversation about that. And Jenny's a beauty queen.
Right, Miss Arizona.
Yeah, Miss Arizona.
That's a long time ago.
No,
oh my God, it's going to still be
Long
like
time.
that.
Tell us a little bit about the pressure to stay beautiful,
Well,
and when you do go out, you feel like
Yeah.
you have to be put
You're a
together all
former
the
Miss
time.
Arizona.
Yeah, exactly. Well, like Janet, my mom, she was from New York, and she was in television, so every day, I mean, she didn't go anywhere unless she was fully put together. And I remember sitting in the bathroom when I was a kid watching her put on her makeup, and I couldn't wait till the day that I could put on makeup. And so even before I was Miss Arizona, I already had that instilled in me, you know, you don't go out unless you're put together. Mm-hmm. You need to look good, and that's important. But it's gotten to the point, so I didn't really have any of those moments. I mean, I wouldn't be caught dead. But I wear dresses all the time. I just love dresses. So what I was telling you, Sally, was that, you know, my husband makes fun of me because, like, maybe we're going to do yard work or something. He goes, oh, that doesn't look like a gardening dress. You better go put on a gardening dress.
He's always in dresses. That's true. I've never seen you in slacks. And Cheryl, what is your background? And do you feel the pressure just being in California that you've got to look good?
You know, I'm a California girl.
Okay.
Born and raised. And I'm used to being the casual one.
Yeah.
When I was younger, but now that I'm older and I have a career, I try not to ever go out looking too casual, because that's when I'll run into everybody that could be a potential client or something.
And what kind of work are you in?
I'm a property manager for commercial.
Okay.
So.
And you're Woman of the Year, too.
Oh,
just
thank
thought
you.
I'd throw that in. Right off the top.
Just throw that in.
So we don't forget.